So real quickly, just getting into the center stack screen here, we're just gonna click menu, and then you see you've got the main menu here. So we'll just go up to the top here, and you've got my view, much like the other vehicles where you can change and configure them to what you want to see. So if I click down from the off-road status, I'm seeing the pitch and roll, and it's showing me several different views there where I can actually get the degrees and the angle of the vehicle. Moving down from that point, I have the tire pressures. If I want to see those, I can certainly have them up here on my quick menu. If I don't, I can remove them quite easily. So we'll go into configure my view. I'm going to click OK. I can add a calm screen, which is essentially a blank screen. Fuel economy is already added here as the checked mark box. I've got trip 1 is added as well. I can show an average speed should I want to. An off-road status, we just shown that. That's a checked box. Pitch and roll is also a checked box. And if I want to remove that tire pressure, I can just click the OK button and remove that. But for now, I'm going to keep it on. We've also got a gauges button here. If we want to add additional gauges to this instrument cluster and view them, we'll go ahead and click OK there. And then I can also look at turbo boost, oil temperature, transmission temperature, battery voltage, and or now playing. So these are all the options that are configurable here on this side screen. And now that you've seen the gauges we've selected, we've got a boost gauge reading in PSI, which we can change to bar or kPa. We've got our temperature for oil. We've got our transmission temperature down there showing in the gear section, and then also our battery voltage. So while you're aggressively driving these vehicles off-road, a lot of times you will need to know what these gauges are representing. So I don't want my transmission temperature to be too hot. I don't want my engine to be too hot. This is a quick way for you to check those gauges without fumbling through all the settings here in the background. Just put it on the quick my view and you're good to go. Okay, so now that we're back to the main menu page here, we have trip, fuel, we have off-road, and we have navigation as well as phone. So a lot of those menus we've already looked and placed into our my view, but navigation is something new here. So on navigation, I can preset my home, so I can simply click this and navigation will pull up on my infotainment screen over here. And I've also have previous destinations showing where I've come from if I'd like to go back to those locations, as well as favorites and or places of interest, such as places as gasoline stations, food, ATM, or hotel. Coming on back out of that screen, we've got the phone set up so we can go to our phone. You can also look at audio, and you can get into some more advanced settings like your speedometer. You can change that to kilometers per hour if you're traveling outside the US. You can also look into neutral tow. So this vehicle does have the ability to be flat towed. There is a procedure in which you need to do it, which can be found in your owner's manual. And then you can also click it here and it'll show you the precautions in order to see if they've been met in order for you to flat tow the vehicle. You can also look at oil life in this location, and then obviously this is a brand new vehicle, so we're showing 100% oil life. Now, backing out of settings here, we have your main screen again, and you've got your my views with the gauges, which I really enjoy those being there. We also have a digital RPM gauge as well as a digital mile an hour gauge, including that distance indicator showing the vehicle over here on the left and our fuel level as well. And then of course you have a little Bronco logo up there. I'm showing that I have 4 miles still empty and that my lights are on automatic. I've also got a door open. It shows my battery to be kind of low, and I have 4 high enabled currently. On the left side, I have an analog speedometer on that side, as well as my water temperature gauge down there going from cold to hot.